Well, it's a whole new NBA this morning. The dynamics of the league were changed last night when LeBron James, that is, announced he would play for the Miami Heat. We are joined right now by the man that King James chose to interview him for last night's ESPN special, award-winning sports reporter Jim Gray. Jim, thanks so much for coming in to talk to us about this interview. I watched it last night with bated breath. The tone, LeBron's tone seemed a bit apologetic. How pensive was he prior to his interview with you?
He was. He was a little withdrawn. It's a difficult thing. He's leaving home, the only city he's ever known. He grew up, he's played all of his basketball, grew up in Akron, played in Cleveland. He's 25 years old, played high school, earned all of his fame, wealth, and everything. So I think it was a very, very difficult, it was certainly a bittersweet moment. He wants to move forward with his life, but the first step home, first step leaving home, even though he's 25 years of age, that's never easy.
No, it's not. I think we're going to hear from our Michele Steele, who's standing by from the newsroom. Michele.
Hey, Jim, nice seeing you again. I have a question about the LeBron show. Is this essentially the new blueprint for athletes, superstar athletes, and their relationship with the press? We saw Tiger essentially handpick the reporters who came to his first, let's call it a press statement earlier this year. And here we have LeBron exerting a lot of control over the story with ESPN. Is this simply the new dynamic between superstar athletes and the press? The athletes control the story?
Well, I don't agree that that was the case in this instance, Michele. I gave LeBron James' manager, Maverick Carter, and Ari Emanuel from the William Morris Endeavor Agency. They were at Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and I gave them the idea. I walked up to Maverick Carter at halftime, asked him how the free agent process was going. Maverick handles all of the business for LeBron, and I said, I'd like to be the first one to interview LeBron when he makes his decision. And I have a long history with LeBron. I did a high school game of his on television. I was there the night he was drafted with Gordon Gund. I did his first game when he took the Cavaliers, and the Cavaliers played the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento. So I've known him a long time. I said, hey, better yet, why don't we buy an hour of network time and do the announcement live on national television? Well, Ari Emanuel heard that, and he said, that's a brilliant idea. I love that. And Maverick Carter said, yes, let's try and do that. We can raise an awful lot of money for charity, which they did for the Boys and Girls Clubs. Let's go ahead and do this. So by the time that all the machinations went through and all the network negotiations, Maverick Carter and Ari Emanuel, who went to LeBron, they said, Jim Gray brought us this idea. He's doing the interview. So it's not like I was handpicked. I went up and asked them, could I do that? So the way that this gets interpreted, it's misleading.
Jim, I want to pick up on a point in Michele's question about this idea of the athletes controlling the story. I mean, LeBron James seemed apologetic. Did you want to help him transmit this idea? He almost looked guilty at times.
Did I want to help him transmit the idea that he was
the idea sympathetic? That he would,
no,
yeah.
I was trying to just ask questions. I was asking the questions that I was curious about, that I thought that the public was curious about. This was conducted as a journalistic interview, and the fact that, it was tough and a difficult moment for LeBron, I can understand and certainly can sympathize and have compassion for that, But no, I wasn't trying to project or portray any type of image. I do want to say that I feel that Maverick Carter and Ari were very, very honorable in this whole process by the way they went about it. So I just wanted to finish Michele's question. I'm sorry.
What did you make of the Cleveland Cavs owner, his comments this morning, expressing such disappointment?
I think that these are words that come right now out of sheer emotion. I also believe that they're bad words and they're classless, and he's going to regret them, and I wished he hadn't have said them. I